has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the river. From the gallows, shed this news, bear my dough, lay me in the shallows. Evil come if you call my name, the wicked day shall rise. The river sand's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord,
take me home, take me to the bottom of the river.
The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the river. Oh my Lord, hear my woe. There's blood upon the valley. Take this sword to kill I've done. Deliver me from worry. The devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna.
Alrighty, let me go ahead and grab a couple things and then we're gonna get started.
And save. Oh my Lord, take this soul. Lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the.
Nibbles at your feet. Nibbles at your feet. The devil's got you beat. Alright, yeah. Ready. All right, just turn that off for a second.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Pardon me. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful day it is. La, 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 smell the flowers. Go get eaten by wolves.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, a lot of graves here.
All right, I'm gonna fill up my inventory with just 5 arrows. Watch. 5 arrows. Here we go. Let's go this way. Actually, I think I have like a couple more bundles of arrows in my inventory. So we're not that bad off. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of hunting right before the storm, just to kind of get out and make a little pocket money. My goal is to get about 100 bars of iron, 100 bars of copper today. So yeah, it's gonna be it's not gonna be the most fun, but it is what it is. You know, these things do need to get done. Let's see if there's bears around here. I hear a horse somewhere. There it is. Someone's gonna have to die. Alright, I haven't seen any animals yet. That is not good. fucking okay. Not gonna hate on your lamppost in the middle. Okay. I'm gonna go off the beat of trail for a little bit. Just see if we can catch anything. I haven't seen anything. Sometimes it be like this though. Okay, that was a possum. Oh, okay. There we go. I shot you right there. The big boy over there. Shit. Oh, you fucker. Alright, gotta get my arrow, gotta get my arrow. Alright. There's an oak somewhere. Come on, buddy. You got shot right in the butthole. You're dead. Still got my arrow. Bruh. Alright. A Nevada adult ram. I guess we go to Mount Hagen. Ooh. God damn it. Lost an arrow. That's one down. Should have known better. Stream.
Howdy.
No, there he is.
Howdy, friend. Hey.
I'm sorry.
No. I was just passing through. Saw you standing over here.
Yep. I'm just sitting here at camp.
No, this is your camp, huh? I've been walking by it quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is ToothPick.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Oh, my name is ToothPick.
Toothpick? Alright, my name's Bruiser.
Oh, Bruiser.
Yep.
Alrighty, friend. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'm just heading on up north, but you have a good day.
Alright, you too.
All right, friend.
This way. Okay. I think my pickaxe is messed up. Try it again. There really no order. No, that's impossible. I guess so. I'm ready. While that's doing that thing, I'm gonna do my thing. Okay, rocks. Okay. Yo! I kind of don't have a black screen. Just mining in the dark. Appreciate you saying something though. Yeah, he keeps ToothPick keeps his foot next to the rail track, so he walks through the dark. That's how he knows where he's going. Like I know these map. I know this map. Well, this mine very well. So if anybody comes in here, you know, I'll pick up on it. So. It's a little bit easier to do this. I've put hundreds of hours in this mine. But how are you doing today? I don't think ToothPick can. I think that ship has already sailed on ToothPick. That poor boy.
Well, you know, he spent a lot of time in the mines when he was a child, so all that sulfur and all those gases got to him. Well, he thinks he's the most handsomest man in the county, that's for sure. Ain't that right, ToothPick?
Yeah, this is like the most I've actually done mining on ToothPick since I've started him. And as a train conductor or a train owner, I should be in the mines a little bit more. I've just been making money on the side, so it's just been easier just to buy ore. But, you know, I need a lot of it, so I figured, you know, hey, I'll just do it myself. But knowing me, I'll just end up paying Billy or somebody for a bunch of bars. No. How'd that go for you? That's yeah. I actually have a somewhat spooky story. I was like 22, 23 years old. And I used to do a lot of like camping. And I would do like, literally I would just take a trail somewhere and then just go off the beaten path and find somewhere, you know? And I started going to Montana. And there was this place right by Lolo, Montana. And I paid the cab driver to drive me out like 35 minutes up into the woods and then drop me off. And we stopped by a sign, like it was like an Amco sign or something like that. And I told the guy, I was like, look, man, let me get you that card so when I get back, I could call you, you can meet me here and I'll pay you for both ways back and forth. And the guy goes, okay. So I leave and I'm out in the wilderness for like 3 days. And I'm falling in a stream, right? And it was weird because there was like this branch, right? Like it broke off a little bit. And when that happened, it like, I noticed to the left side, it was just like, there was a lot of flowers, I mean, plant life. So like the water was there recently, right? And so I was just kind of, usually there's like a beavers, right? That set that up, you know, cause they just, you know, dam off because, you know, beavers hate flowing water. And, hold on. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I have I'm surprised you didn't hear any brrr. You would think, right? But so I'm sitting out there and there's like this this break off, right? So I follow this trail to see if there's any beavers, right? Because that's, you know, I've never seen an actual beaver dam before. So I go up the stream, I follow it for a while, right? And there's this like rock formation that was put in place, right? It wasn't wood, right? It was just rocks, right? But the rocks were set up in a way where it didn't look like it was just like a natural like avalanche thing. It looked like it was, these rocks were placed, right? And recently too, because like I said, the water was just looked like it was just stopped. Like it was just like, you know, like the flow was just halted recently. So anyways, it's starting to get close to dark and I hike up around this, you know, little lake area that's being made because of this natural dam that was put in by, I mean, this man-made dam that I think anyways that was put in. And so I'm sitting there and I started canvassing the area, just trying to see if I could find any tracks or anything like that, you know, just something to kind of explain why there's all these rocks that made a dam, right? And like I said, it was like 4 feet wide, about 2 or 3 feet high, and it was like a perfect line. So you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like just like I said, like an avalanche or a rock slide happened and just formed this. Like it was just like perfectly blocked. So I'm looking all around the area, see if I see any foot tracks or, you know, just anything. And I did it. So I spent about 30, 40 minutes. So I set up my camp, right? And I have like a hammock that, you know, like if you, it's made to hang off the mountain, like when you're like, you know, mountain climbing or, you know, stuff like that. You can kind of wedge these things into the side of the mountains and it's kind of like a canopy. And you can hang off the cliff in a sense. Well, I kind of jerry-rigged it so I can do it off a tree. So I climbed up the tree and, you know, tied it off. And here I am just like, I don't know, like 2 stories high, right? Hanging in these trees. All right. So I'm laying there. And a while ago, I watched this video about setting up a perimeter. And I did that. And so I hang this cloth wire around these trees and everything. and the ratchet goes off, right? And I hear the cans kind of sliding through the woods, right? So I'm thinking like it's just like it's a large creature, right? Because I set it to like about 4 feet. So somebody walked through it, right? So all of a sudden, I hear something running from the can, and it's trying to climb up my tree, right? But does it, right? And I hear a doof fall, like a loud fucking fall, right? And I didn't want to flash a light on it because I didn't want to draw attention to me because I'm just hanging from this tree, right? So I hear this loud thump on the ground, and after a while, there was a loud of noise, and there was this really loud kind of like, you know, like scream in a sense, right? But the scream, it kind of sounded like a mountain cat, you know, like I've heard it before. Like that scream didn't sound unusual to me, right? Because I've heard it before, like from like large cats, right? Sounds a little chaotic or like demonic, but it's not. It's a cat, right? And I've heard that sound, but it usually takes something to startle it to make that sound, right? And whatever was by me ran into that direction, right? And so I'm out there. I wake up in the next morning. I didn't get any sleep really. So I gather my hammock, and I'm starting to climb down this tree, right? And there is like, this is the crazy thing, right? Is that there were like chunks. Now this thing was a big wide tree, you know, like I'm a pretty big guy, you know, and I couldn't really wrap my arms all the way around it, right? And I had a chain climber, like a chain, I forget what it's called, but it's like a thing that you whip around the trees and you use it to kind of bring your way up to the trees with, you know, tree climbing boots. So I'm up there, I'm coming down this tree, and there's like chunks of this tree missing, right? I'm talking about like softball size chunks missing from this tree. And yeah, all of a sudden, and I'm like looking at the paths. Now I'm a size 11, right, in boot. There was something that was about 3 sizes bigger than me, right? And it was a boot. Like it wasn't like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a bear. It was another boot. It was crazy. Like that shit fucking freaked me out. Like I stopped going up there for a while. Because whatever like got startled and started trying to climb up that tree was like taking chunks off the tree. Like you could see where like it ripped the tree, like was taking chunks of the tree off, trying to climb it. It was crazy. And then, like I said, the only boot mark there was my boot mark that I knew. And then there was another boot print there that wasn't mine. That was, like I said, it was about 2 sizes bigger. Like I said, I'm an 11. This thing was like a 13 or a 14. Yeah, and it was a boot. Like it was like boot prints, right? And I remember. I remember taking a picture of it, of you know, it's like this is like hard to prove because it's like I'm like, you know, like it's a boot print and I put my boot next to it, you know, to show that there's, but you know, like every time I show it to somebody, they're like, oh, that's just somebody else's boot, right? But and like if you were there and there was like I said, if you saw how much detail I put into like combing the area looking for any footprints, because like I said, I found a man-made dam, you know, and then like, and all of a sudden there was tons of boot prints that weren't mine in that camp area overnight. Yeah, it was crazy. It's fucking nuts, bro. Yeah, it was fucking, it was scary as fuck, bro. It was really scary because like I said, it was just like the chunks were like if somebody like grabbed into the tree, it was like trying to climb up, right? And it wasn't like, yeah, it was crazy. Like you can even see like there was one like up a little bit higher where it, like before it fell, where you could actually see where like the fingerprint indentations went in. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, bro. It was crazy. It was the scariest shit I ever dealt with in my life. I've never had anything like that ever again. You know, like, and I didn't have like a trail camera put up or anything like I normally do. It's just, it's like I said, it's just one of those weird things that happened that, yeah, it's just like I was never able to explain that ever. Because the whole reason why, yeah, exactly. And the thing that's real crazy is that, like, the whole reason why I started doing this was because this YouTuber that I watched is actually kind of local to where I'm at in the Florida, Bama. And his whole thing is about basically getting in and out of people's property silently, right? How to kind of like erase your tracks, how to like walk through, how to, you know, camp light, just all these, you know, tricks. You know, he's like, this is not a channel to go to teach you how to get onto properties and hunt and fish, but if you had to, this is how you would do it, right? And so I've been trying to like try some of these things out, and that's what kind of started it all. So that was the whole reason why I started going on these like natural, you know, camping hikes, you know, for that reason, to try these things out. And so I obviously snuck up on this whatever that thing is without being detected, set up a camp, and yeah, he didn't even know whatever it was, didn't know I was there. Like I said, that shit's crazy. And I know exactly where that place is. I could go, like, I went there like 5 or 6 times. That dam is still there. Like, it is crazy. It's still there. It's nuts, man. Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of scary shit happen to me, you know, in life, you know, but that was the unexplained. That was my first unexplained one. It just fucking, like, I'll never forget that. Oh God. Got some blood diamonds. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, right? And for something like I said, it wasn't like that was so weird about it, right? Because this thing, whatever this thing was, it was massive. It was massive. And I don't know if there's a man on this earth who can just literally grab a side of a tree and pull out chunks of it, like softball size chunks out of the tree. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I would have noticed something like that, you know, when I was setting up my hammock. And, you know, like I said, I climbed up, I didn't have my tree climbing boots. I just had my Timberlands, right? So, I mean, with the chain wrap and everything and the straps, it's real easy to kind of shimmy your way up a tree just using friction. And so that's what I did. You know, with my machete, just cutting off the small trims, right, off the, you know, to kind of move the straps up. But that's all I cut off, right? And for me to hack something like that off, or like, you know, kick a chunk of wood off with my foot, I would have noticed something like that. Yeah, that's what's so crazy about it. And like you can even tell, like, if I can find these pictures, I'll post them on in the Gilded chat, where it's like you can see where the chain marks are, where the chain rubs are from where I'm using my chain to go up the tree, right? But then like right under the chain marks, you can see this fucking huge chunk of like fresh wood being pulled out of the tree. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, and then I remember like kind of thinking about it now. Like there was this one, like after I went back, like after the third time, I found a lot of like now this is what like this kind of threw me off, right? And I never thought of it in any weird way. And it was like, it wasn't something until my friend pointed out because he was with me. But I took him out there because there's this waterfall that I wanted to him. And it kind of reminds me of the waterfall here in County by Elysian Pool, where there's like a waterfall and there's like a little cave system, right? But the cave system is like, I don't know, 5 feet deep. It's not deep at all, right? Like it's just literally, it looks like it's just from corrosion, right? But there was nothing in the cave, right? So we're like, the thing though, it was like there was a lot of rain coming in, like when we were getting up there. I was like, look, we got to leave soon because like the water's gonna pick up here. I was like, and we got to go back, but it like fucking downpoured, right? And it kind of flooded out one way that I wanted to go, so we had to kind of like backtrack kind of the other way and kind of loop around because I didn't want to trek through fucking mud, right? And so we go this other way, and there was just this little triangle area, and there was flour, right? Like a flour bag, right? But the flour bag was like cloth, right? And it was dated from like 1942, something like that, right? It was like 1940, right? And it said it right there. It was like, and I looked up the general store. There was a general store not that far from this area that I found this from, like back in the day. It's been closed for like fucking 60 something years, right? But the bag itself, it looked like it was old, but it didn't look like it was laying there for 60 years. You know what I mean? Like the bag looked old, but it didn't look like, you know what I mean? Like it was old in the out, you know, like in the conditions of being outside. Like there was no wear and like weather wear and tear, or like be in the mud or anything like that. Like this bag was fully intact, right? I didn't touch the bag or go put my hand in the bag, right, to see if there was actually flour in it or something. But it just kind of just was really weird that there was this like vintage flour bag just laying there off on the side of the road. And, you know, it was, you know, dated like from like the 1940s. It's fucking crazy. It was weird. And I think that was kind of like the last trip I took out there. I was like, yeah, this is just, there's something going on, man, out here. A friend thinks it's a werewolf. You know, he believes it's a werewolf. Who's like 100, like 200 years old. I was like, he was like, no, I told him that it was Bigfoot, and he just, you know, he's not dumb. He just bought boots. He's just Bigfoot found his ass, one of them big old shack motherfuckers walking around in the wilderness one day and snagged his boots. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like no, it was just like that was just it like the it just looked like trash. You know, like there was other things there, but the other things there were like made sense, you know, like it was like a water jug, you know, and like it was like one of those they make me look like the old milk crates, like the wooden milk crates that they would get delivered in front of your house type of thing. That's what it kind of looked like, and that was it. That was all that was there, and that's what it was just like there wasn't no bones or, you know, like weird designs. It was just like I said, it was just a flour bag that was, you know, like 60 something years old, you know, it was just there and didn't look like it was, you know, weathered, you know, like, or like, because you would think if something was just left on the ground like that, you know, even if it was like, it was cloth, you know, so it wasn't like a plastic or anything, you know. It was just weird. It was really weird. Yeah, there was what was funny though was that like there was a guy, right, who was telling me a story when I was up there one day. I was at a diner, and the guy goes, "Hey, if you're out in this area and you know, you start hearing things, you know, start going the other way." All right? I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, there's some, you know, there's like, you know, like big game up there. You know, he's like you got to watch out for. You know, so I'm thinking like bear, mountain lion, you know, stuff like that. Because that, you know, that's kind of known for up there." And I'm like, "What are you talking about though?" I was like, "Do you know which area it is?" And he was like, yeah. He was like, "I could tell you exactly where it is, but he's like, my sister could tell you better." All right. And she works at the diner here, but she doesn't, she's not going to be here till noon. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll come back at noon. All right, so I come back at like, I'm there like at 11:30, right? Waiting for her to come back. Cause I'm like, I'm about to take this trip and I'm kind of curious of where this place was. Cause I'm going to go check it out. Right, and at this time, like I had my guns and everything with me, so I wasn't too worried about it, right? So I'm sitting out there, and the lady goes, the guy walks up to her, and as she enters the diner, and he kind of points at me, and you could just see like her face get like white, and she leaves. All right, and I was like, "What's going on? Is she okay?" She's like, "Oh, she got sick and she had to go home." I was like, "Oh, so what's?" I was like, "Did you mention that I need the, And she goes, "Oh yeah. She didn't know what we were talking about. She wasn't feeling good, so she just went home." And I was like, "Okay." Like it was just so weird, Like it was just like it felt like like this weird cover up thing, Like maybe I'm just looking more like thinking too much into it, but oddly, where that dam is, right? That man-made dam, the rock dam that I'm talking about, is about 3 miles from that location he was kind of generally talking about. So it wasn't like far off. Yeah, it's about a good like hour hike, 2-hour hike, something like that. No, nothing like that. But yeah, it was like I said, it was just one of those. It just caught me off, really, 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 really caught me off guard. Yeah. Like they were trying to hold out on something, Yeah, that's my spooky story of the crazed beast that was running away from my my camp trap that I made. It's crazy.
Yeah, dang it.
There's also a video, a news channel video, and I think it was like I think it was in Montana actually, and I was with a bunch of friends, and we were, I lived in Chicago, and we got like a big old van, like an Astro van or something like that, Dodge Caravan or something like that. It was like a big ass van, and we took a road trip, right? And I think this is what ultimately later in life made me go to Montana, but could we just stop there, right? So on our way through, we were going to I think we were going to Bent. Yeah, Bent. We're going to Bent, Oregon, whatever it is, to go to the last Blockbuster in America, right? So we're driving there, and on the way there, I noticed that there was like this giant fucking buck, right? This thing was huge, right? It may not even have been, it might like an elk or something. This thing was massive, right? And it looked like it got hit by a car, right? But he was off on the side of the road, right? Well, one of the guys had a piss, so he got off, right? But we were about 100 yards from it. So I had this brilliant idea that I would do a flex pose on, with one leg on it. I killed this mighty elk. Right? I had khaki shorts on and Jordans, right? I totally did it. Khaki shorts and Jordans, right? So, we took a picture, get into the van, gone, right? Leave out. We're out in Oregon, there for a couple of weeks, right? Make our way back, right? We go to a rest stop. And we're watching, we're sitting there in the rest stop, and they have little TVs in this bathroom, and there's literally a news segment, and there's video surveillance of the highway patrol camera, and the whole segment is about what to do and what not to do when you have roadkill or if you hit an animal, right? And all you see is the fucking back of my head me flexing on the top of this fucking fucking news. Being a complete fucking scumbag. Oh Lord. Yeah, it was bad. And I remember looking at this fucking, oh shit. Oh Lord, it was horrible. Yeah, the stupid things I did. What's worse is no, that wasn't. Okay, no, I mistake. I didn't have my long hair then. But, yeah, it was super funny, man. I don't think what happened. Anything else happened? I used to travel a lot, right through America, so I used to take a lot of road trips for work, and exactly right. What the fuck? I remember this shit's fucking, I got it. This is a good story, right? This is a funny one, right? There was this little thought that I used to mess around with, right? She was a little hottie, man, I'm not gonna lie. But she was obviously a gold digger, right? And I used to like, my thing is I used to have a fear for driving. I mean, of flying. So I would drive everywhere. And I asked her, I was like, look, I'll pay you, like $800 to come on this road trip with me, just so we could keep driving, So like, I'll drive during the day, you drive during the night, or vice versa, actually. And she's like, yeah. And I would pay for like her own room, like food. Like I never, like I said, she like didn't go without, right? So, but yeah, obviously, there was a reason why I brought her along. She was fucking gorgeous, right? And she was dumb as fuck though. So, but she was like, we had really fun conversations, right? Like just stupid off the wall conversations. So we're sitting there and she was like, she started acting real weird, right? Like real quiet, right? And I was like, this is kind of odd, right? And we're like just out talking, right? And all of a sudden she has this bag with her. She has this random bag. And I'm like, what the fuck is in this bag, right? She's like, oh, it's my bag. She's like, I brought it into the bathroom. It has all my girl stuff in it. And I was like, bitch, we've been on the road for like 3 days together. I've been in my trunk. I would have known if there was this random blue bag, right? A hiking bag, right? So I was like, I'm going to try to give her the benefit of the doubt, right? And so I was like, okay. As we were sitting there, she goes into the bathroom and I check in the bag, right? Just because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is up. It's for my safety type of thing. Make sure it's like not drugs or something, right? And it's a bag full of money, right? I mean, it is a load to the top, right? And so the whole thing is filled with money. Like I said, the whole bag. And I'm like, holy shit, right? And she comes back, I zip it up, slid the thing in the back. I just left it as it is. And she was like, I was like, hey, I was like, I'm getting a little short on money here. I was like, we're going to have, right? Because I was just bitch has a bag of money. So I'm like, she's like, oh, well, we're a little short on money, right? I was like, okay. And so she's like, okay. She's like, well, I'm going to go pull some money out, right? And she grabs her bag, right? Her bag, that blue bag that she had for the back seat. She goes around the corner. I don't see her. She's gone, right? She just fucking disappeared, right? I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like looking for her. I'm getting worried now, like she got kidnapped or something, right? I'm like actually getting worried. So like an hour later, she calls me. She was like, yeah, she was like, you're giving me real weird vibes. So I left. I was like, but you left your 2 other bags. Like you left your whole makeup bag, a whole clothes bag. I was like, why didn't you take your shit? Why did you leave them in my car? Right? If you were going to dip, why did you dip? Right? So I'm like, all right, fuck you. Right? So I went into the Greyhound station. I got a key and I put all her stuff in this Greyhound and locked it. And then I was like, I'll just mail her the key. And I did. 2 hours later, she calls me. She's like, hey, I need you to come get me. And I'm like, why? She was like, oh, I need you to come get me. And I'm like, what's going on? Well, the bag that she got with all that money, it was all prop money. It was all fake money. She almost went to jail because she tried to go into like the Hilton with a stack of this money, and the lady was like, ma'am, it says prop money right on the fucking front of it. So she tried to do me dirty because she thought she found a bunch of money, and was gonna like she was running. She's like, I don't need this guy. I got a bag full of money now. Like, the fuck? She literally, she would like, her whole mindset was that like she didn't need her makeup bag anymore. She didn't need her clothes because she's got a bag full of money now, and she's gonna just go buy all new stuff. And then she was like real worried because she bought like some butt off some dude or something like that. Using that money, she like paid like $200 for it. That's a fake money. So she's like, oh my god, there's probably this drug dealer coming after me because he knows that. So goddamn funny. Oh god. Needless to say, I got her a Greyhound ticket so she could go home, but it was fucking hilarious. Hold on, I'll be right back. But yeah. Oh man. What the hell you mean by that? You gotta meet the little car and the top hat in Monopoly World? I can't believe it's already almost noon. Golly. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh Lord, it was hilarious, bro. Like, it's like those kind of things you just like I said, it was like what it was so funny was like how brand new she was acting, right? All of a sudden, right? Like the whole gold digger facade just dropped, you know. Now she got bank. She got them bands now. She's living new. Yeah, it was funny, bro. Like it was like, ah, damn, it's so funny. Yeah, and it was just like, and the whole reason why too is because my buddy that I normally brought, he wasn't able to go because he was sick, right? And I needed somebody like desperate, you know, like to come help me with this. I had to get out somewhere, and the only way that I was going to get it is if I did a lot of driving, right? And I didn't want to do 16 hours of driving myself, right, every day. So, you know, I was like, I needed somebody. And I was like, and I told her, I was like, look, you know, I was like, if I get any, like, I was like trying to be really nice about this whole situation because, you know, she really needed help and I needed help. So I was like, you know, this will be you scratch my back, I scratch your back type of thing. And for the driving part, like, she really did her part. She didn't, I didn't have any problems or anything like that. But it was just like every time we stopped, it was just like a fucking, like you give an inch, take a mile type of thing, And yeah, it was kind of obnoxious of like how crazy it was getting. And then she finds this bag of prop money, and then all of a sudden, she didn't need anything. She didn't want to talk anymore. She was real curious about when this whole trip was gonna end. I'm like, what the hell, bro? It is what it is. Oh man. I got stuck, man. Like earlier, I've been watching a lot of the Critical Role series on Amazon Prime, Vox Machina, and and I used to be a professional DM and everything like that. I was a paid DM for a while, and I've had the books, like the Critical Role books, but I just never got into them. I after watching the cartoon, I went back and started reading all these modules that they created for, D&D. And those things fucking suck, bro. Like, those fucking books suck so much. And it is literally like, oh my God. Like, I watched the Critical Role series, and obviously Matt Mercer is a fucking genius, right? And just how he builds up everything. His red herrings, just everything that he does is just far beyond anybody else, right? The problem is that you can't make a Matt Mercer type game into a book, right? Because a lot of that shit is just improv. So like reading these modules that they created, it was kind of a letdown. Like I was actually really disappointed about it. Right. Isn't that hilarious? I bet you there is, right? What if it's like some prop guy who's like on his way to a movie thing, right? And she's fucking just snatched it out of this guy. Like it's about to be like some movie thing somewhere. Yeah, this guy probably got fired. Bag of money got stolen. Some bitch. Do. I always say there's like back in my heyday, and see how you're the only person out here. I can say this freely. Back in my heyday, back in Chicago, there is a like a chain link fence. At the end of chain link fences, they have like those little caps to put on top of the pole. And I was back in my day. I was into some bad shit. I don't remember. I remember the streets that it's on the south side, like the intersections. But I went back there and I couldn't find it. But there is a gate somewhere with like the pole, the end of a gate, with $10,000 stuck in there. Like I shoved it in there. Yeah, there's a gate somewhere, a fence. Somebody's fence has 10 G's in it, and they brought it. Fucking no. I never been able to find it. It's there somewhere. It's like, forgot what house it was. That, or like the person like tore down the metal fence and put up a wooden fence or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to hide some money that I had in an instance. So I always like just want to tell a group of people back out in Chicago just like about it and to see if I have a whole mess of people out on like on a scavenger hunt in one of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago. Yeah. Well, no, it was like the it looks like the pointed edge, like the bullet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that, man. It's the 2 bands in there. It was fucking crazy. Rolled it up and fucking like, god damn. And then I forgot about it. I mean, there was a lot of events that led up to that. After that too, so it was like there was a reason. It's like I just didn't forget about it. It was just like couldn't go back to it for a while, and then when I did, I fucking couldn't remember where it was at. It was so funny. So I'm just gonna tell a bunch of people, hey man, it's a little hood scavenger hunt. One of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago. Yeah, those were the days. No, they weren't actually. They fucking sucked. I fucking hated them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always scared about stuff like that because I am a very open person. You know, I believe the past is what made me who I am. I hate my past. I hate that whole sentiment of that your past is who made you the man that you are today. I think that's bullshit. There is nothing in my past that made me the man that I am today. There is nothing with all the gangs, the violence, the drugs, all that shit, the shit that I had, the mud that I had to grow up in Chicago. There was no life lessons that were so valuable that made me the man that I am today. Hard work, dedication to my craft, being good to the people that I trusted in my circles, and being loyal to them. Those are the things that made me the man that I am today. And it had nothing to do with the mud that I had to walk through. I just never, maybe in my situation, it's a little bit different. But yeah, there's like other people who like say that. I'm just like, man, bro, there was no valuable lessons and no life lessons that I learned that actually valued me in my future. The only thing that I'm gonna be honest with you, and this isn't gonna be something I'm gonna say that I hope that one day if I ever, knock on wood, if I ever by some dumb chance do get famous, whatever, I feel like it's gonna bite me in the ass. Like someone's gonna bring this clip up. Use this against me, right? But being, growing up in a predominant black community in the projects of Chicago, you realize very quickly the difference of skin color, right? And when I was growing up, there was a lot of disadvantages being the only white person in an all black community. But now as an adult, kind of growing up in that mindset and those, being a product of my environment, you realize you kind of like you realize how scumbaggy you can be. And what I mean by this, like, I'll go to a hotel that I didn't check into, I didn't pay to, but I have a suit on. I'll walk into that motherfucker and have a full ass breakfast. Nobody's gonna say shit. I could fill up a cart full of shit at Walmart and just walk right out the door. It's the craziest shit. And I did it on accident once, but Yeah, that's the only thing that the hood has taught me that there is. Yeah. I guess that's the only thing that I realize is that, you know, there is, you know, a difference in how people treat you. Yeah. Because I tell people, like, there's privilege for whatever race, right? There's white privilege, black privilege, there's Spanish privilege, so on and so forth, right? And the reason why I say that is because if I go as a white person, go into an all black community, I'm not going to get treated exactly the same as if I was, you know? Same thing in the Spanish community and white community and so on and so forth. I guess it just depends on where you're at. But the only time that and this is what's so funny, and this is my whole point about this weird tangent about what I'm going on, is that, like, there's all these, like, social circles. We're all divided here, you know, and kind of just how I guess the mentality is, people and whatever. You know, we're all in these little bubbles. Until you leave America. When you leave America, you're not black, you're not white, you're not Mexican, you're not Puerto Rican, you're not Indian, you're American. You know, that's it. That's literally it. It doesn't matter. They don't care. You're American. That's literally all it is. And it's so funny to, like, travel the world and kind of realize that we're the only, like, I feel like we put so much pressure on our little circles, right? And there's, like, such, you know, I want to say, like, a divide, you know, between the two, like, different social groups and so on and so forth. But until you leave the country, and then we're not seen as a white American or a black, we're just Americans, Yankees mostly. It's funny. Because you don't realize how much, like, American privilege is out there. Like, you don't realize, like, I tell people that shit all the time. It's like, there's a lot of places that just because you're American, they treat you completely different. You know? It's pretty funny. That's my weird tangent about all that. All right. Right after this, we're going to try to go put all this stuff in a bank and then do a couple of other things.
Oh, God.
There's a couple of people I want to go meet real quick. So. Yeah, buddy, I'm going to take you out here in a second. You a hungry boy? You wanna go outside? You a hungry hippo? You the hungriest of hippos? Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Just give me a second, buddy. I'm gonna finish up this last one and I'm gonna take you out. Alrighty, yeah. All right, I am going to take about a 10-minute break. you're all welcome to hang out. But if not, there are some other great streamers that are on right now. I know Bertha's on right now, or Penelope. If you guys want to check her out, you definitely should. But anyways, I will be right back. I'm going to take a break, let my dog out, grab a quick brunch, and then kind of get back into it. So I will see you all shortly. Yo! Hope everybody's doing absolutely fantastically well. Time. Yeah, and that's kind of funny that you kind of bring that up. One of the things, you know, when I worked for private military, and I spent a lot of time out in Afghanistan and Iraq. Remember, I wasn't military; I was a high contractor for the military, for a military group. Anyways, I spent a time in Iraq and Afghanistan, in Baghdad and whatnot. And some of the nicest people that I met ever were in Baghdad. They were so welcoming, and like some of them had shit, didn't have nothing, but they'd invite you in, fucking offer to clean your feet. Like there was just some, it was like really like, you know, like they really went out of their way, you know, like I said, to make you feel welcome, and that was their customs to, you know, bring you in. I think I said to help you clean your feet, to offer to give you a bowl before you could do it yourself. But, you know, stuff like that, you know, but it was just like, but when you go back to the States, you know, it was like, you know, Taliban, everybody's killers, everybody's out there, you know, like, it was, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of fucked up shit that I saw and things that were happening, but, you know, it was just that was the case of the scenario. But with some of the local population, there's like some of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life, and so giving and welcoming to their homes, and it was really nice. Like it really felt nice, like to go there, and some of these people, like, you know, they felt like after a while they start feeling like family members, you know, because they're just so welcoming, and then like you come back to the States and it's just like that is just not how it was portrayed at all. You know, it's like a completely different story of how it was all portrayed. You know, all these insurgents, you know, like it was crazy, man. Yeah, but we're about to get right back into it.
Now we're going to be playing a little toothpick. Now we're going to find somewhere to go, do a couple of things, get in a little bit of trouble. You know, just doing a little bit of toothpicking.
Alrighty. Oh, golly. I just totally took a drink and missed my mouth completely. God damn, bro. Oh, you gotta tighten it up. Just these are reasons why I don't like live stream like with my camera anymore, because when I used to do it, there's a lot of things that it's just I don't want the public to see anymore. Like my stupidity, the things that I do. If someone's gonna find my old YouTube channel, I know it one day, and it's just gonna be so fucking embarrassing. I'm trying, like, I know there's like websites that you could go to like find deleted clips and all that shit, man. Like, I know somebody's gonna find some of my cringe ones real one day. There were some really bad ones. Like, there's one where I'm like, fucking, like flexing my pecs to Cuban Pete. They call me Cuban Pete, the king of the Ramba beat. I'm just fucking 30 minutes of just doing that. Like, and I forgot my stream was on. And like, so I wasn't doing it for anybody. I was just doing it for myself. And I think that's what was so pathetic about it. And I wasn't even thinking, I didn't even know I was on stream. And I'm just sitting there flexing my pecs to myself like a fucking weirdo. Oh, God. Yep, someone's gonna find that shit one day. It's gonna be horrible. Or the there's a couple of them that are out there that are really bad. Like I said, whoever those very few people who realized who I was and and the characters that I voiced. I appreciate you guys so much for not fucking putting it out there. Like, it really does mean a lot to me, because if you guys do come across it, or I always ask, you could DM me about it, and I will tell you if it was me or not. But yeah, there's what it's called. Yeah, well, I think that's mostly because of all the refugee that's happening. Yeah, I spent a lot of time out in Nottingham, and that makes a lot of people cringe when I say that. But yeah, it was yeah, there was a heavily Muslim or Middle Eastern population of where I was at, which was surprising, But I think the craziest thing that I remember, it was being in Sweden, and the cab driver telling me, I'm like, I need to go over here, and the cab driver's like, you don't want to go there. It's a really bad neighborhood, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what? That's no, because. That's all we hear about, it's like in the States about how, good, their healthcare systems and their college systems, just all this. And this guy's like, nah, bro, you'll get shot if you go over there. I'm like, what? Fucking Sweden? I was like, what? It's good to see Keats around again. I don't have anything here. Why am I even looking? I'm not on Tobias.
What?
I'm in send a telegram my way. It's Alan Stone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, darling.
Y'all have a good one.
Oh, pardon me.
tell you what, he ends up on the ranch.
One thing, okay, I'm gonna tell you like one place that really shocked me that I wasn't expecting. Be honest with you, like one that really threw me off was New Zealand and the motorcycle gangs in New Zealand. Like, I was not. No, all right. Don't get me wrong. I guess if you've seen like some Hell's Angels in America or something like that, would be kind of intimidating. But these are some big fucking fucking Viking motherfuckers riding around on Harleys. And it just feels like, yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, they don't bother. Like every time I've seen them, like I've never had any problems with them. They just kind of keep in their lane. They don't bother anybody. But they're a real fucking problem over there. The motorcycle gangs in New Zealand are just, they're getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand. What's Billy's middle initial? Oh, he's upgraded the world. Okay, pawn the sulfur off to him. Yep. For 60 cents. Give it to him. But it's just like, you know, when you hear about Sweden, it's just like, especially in the States, there was a lot of comparisons, especially in the early 2000s, to them. You know, like how we were always, there was a lot of things that I remember being points of people being like, you know, like talk show hosts and stuff like that, talk about like, you know, there are places where like free healthcare and, you know, college and, you know, and stuff like that. And there, you know, crime rate is, you know, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then you go there and it's like, that's not what I was expecting, you know? I guess it was like the same thing with like South Africa. Like when I went to South Africa, like I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Like South Africa is fucking scary. Like, okay, I shouldn't say that. It isn't. It isn't scary. Like there's a lot of amazing places in South Africa you can go. But if it really felt like Jamaica to me, where like, when you're in Jamaica, like once you leave certain places of Jamaica, it is like night and day difference. You know, like it is completely different. You know, you come from this cute little tourist trap to like it's fucking scary shit, bro. Like it's completely different. And I remember like my uncle, not my uncle, but my dad's guy that he worked with, his name was Clarence. He was from Jamaica. And we went out there. I went out there young, like 14 or something like that, to visit his family. Because he was literally living his life to try to save up money to bring his family to Jamaica, to America. And so we went out there and we didn't do the normal like tourist thing, you know, like we went to his neighborhood, right? Which is like in like the ghetto or whatever you want to call it, or just the normal, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, but he's like, hold on, I'm gonna go step inside real quick. Right? And like I wasn't paying attention. Like I was just out there like looking at bugs at the street light. You know, like there was like these massive bugs, right, flying around. I'm like, holy shit, look at these things, right? And I wasn't even paying attention to my surroundings. Right? I was like 14 years old. And all of a sudden he comes out like yelling, like slamming pots and shit, right? What the fuck is going on? I mean, he comes out and snatches me up and runs me inside the house. And he's like talking. I couldn't understand him, right? Because he was, you know, using his Jamaican, he's singing. I don't know what the language is, but I couldn't understand the fuck him. I couldn't understand the word he was saying. Well, he was telling me like there was like 14 guys that were like cutting off my surroundings and shit. And he was like, they were about to kidnap your ass, bro. He was like, they were about to snatch you up. He was like, that was my fault. I should not have left you out there by yourself. He was like, I thought it was 2 minutes, you know, there and back type of thing. He was like, and that's all it almost took. I was like, holy shit. But that's kind of what it feels like, you know, like when you go to South Africa, it's just like you go, it's good for you if you stay in the areas, but once you just veer out just a little bit out of those areas, it's not the best. Also, the amount of languages. I think there's like 200 something like different languages spoken in Africa or something like that. It's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. The one thing that I got introduced to was the weed tea, you know, which is they just soak the leaves and stuff like that. And like it doesn't, like, I guess there's a way to do it so you like get really messed up. But I kid you not, like I never slept better. I never felt so like ready to go the next day. Like I had a good night's sleep. Like it was like it blew my mind at how good I felt by drinking this tea while I was over there. He's like, that's why everybody drinks it. Yeah. Tread lockout. That's a good. I think I've heard that before.
Howdy, friend.
Like that hat. To me, though, like, still the funniest story I think ever devised is by my kin out in Iceland. You know, like the world's first troll. You know what I mean? Like, that is the, god damn, that is so good. Like they literally lied on the map to troll everybody in the world. Fucking love that, man. Iceland is like this beautiful green area. Greenland is this horrid tundra of ice. It's such a fucking troll. I love it. I want to buy an animal. I want a piggy. No. I wanted a what do I want on him? A skunk. Yeah, that's it. Foxes are cute. Do the birds fly? I always actually wondered that. Do they actually fly? I think those are the only ones I've ever seen with a collar. Yeah, I think the best place that I've ever been was in Costa Rica. I think that is, yeah. I think if I was going to retire anywhere other than in the States, I think it'd be Costa Rica. It's literally I I literally feel like the country was like had like etiquette class that was funded by Chick-fil-A. I swear. Everybody, in my personal opinion, the people that I came across the month or so that I was there, it felt like everybody worked at Chick-fil-A. They were, and if you don't know what Chick-fil-A is, it's like a southern chicken company that kind of like got really big, but they're really known for their hospitality and how, you know, sweet they are or polite they are. And that whole country is like that, man. Like that, Costa Rica is like that. Like everybody's like that. It's my pleasure, you know.
Howdy.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good, friend. How are you?
Doing good. I like your voice, friend.
Oh, thank you.
Very soothing.
Oh, I wouldn't say all that, but what's your name?
My name is Flint McCoy.
Oh, Flint McCoy. That's a strong name. My name is ToothPick.
Toothpick?
Yeah. Wait, it's an abbreviation of my long name.
I like Toothpick a lot.
Yeah, it's an abbreviation of my long name.
What's your long name?
Travis Oliver Oscar Thomas Henry Paul Ian Charles King III.
I will call you Toothpick.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier that way.
I like that. How long you been in county for, partner?
Well, I've been here for a while now. I own a train company called Anything Cargoes out of Rig Station, but yeah, my train is currently down. Kind of working on that, but yeah, I've been here for a while.
Oh, very nice, very nice. You ever need like materials for that train, or you ever buy stuff as a train owner?
Yeah, I definitely need iron bars and copper bars, quite a bit too.
Okay. Well, me and my brothers, the McCoys, we're starting up our own little trading company, so we're going to offer a lot of things in bulk.
Well, that's going to be really good. Yeah, because I definitely will be needing bars, iron and copper, and wood planks. I'm going to need hardwood and regular wood planks. I need all that. So, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, you will see our flyers around in the newspaper and hung up around these towns. So we're just getting a nice little stockpile put together, and we're going to be open for business.
All right, Flint. Yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out on for that. Well, thank you for stopping by and talking to me.
Yeah, Toothpick. Nice to meet you, man.
All right, friend. Well, I'll be in touch and see you later.
Yep.
I love like talking to people. Like I know who that guy is on Tobias. Yo! Thank you. Appreciate the follow. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that, man. Yeah, I've kind of interested. Oh, jeez, Louise, that's not good. Oh, good. Yeah, you take a little time off, you son of a bitch. Give me a little time to get on my train and run the tracks for a little bit.
Hey, you know, because ToothPick, he need to get around. He hasn't been on a train for a while, so.
Yeah, you go ahead and take 4 days off. Yeah, I've just for a ToothPick, like I had a different path that I wanted to take on him, and when I originally made him, and then it just kind of felt like it was time for me to kind of like the way I was playing him, and it was just like it didn't feel proper for somebody who has a train company and, you know, kind of living this reckless, you know, wild boy lifestyle. And so I kind of put him on the shelf for a while to kind of like rewrite his story, kind of his like end goal for ToothPick. So yeah, finally worked all that out, and yeah, getting back into it now. But the only problem that I'm having now is the fact that, hold on, Sonny, Sonny.
Ow. Howdy.
But yeah, I got a lot of fun plans for Toothpick, especially for his story and stuff like that. So I'm excited to kind of get back into it. Yeah, but my train is all fucked up. To be honest with you, like it is, it is so jacked. Oh, it's so bad right now. Yeah, it was that my train's all jacked up. Yeah, it's literally like I just need to get that organized. All right, brother. It was nice chatting, man. Thanks for stopping with me and kind of hanging out with me for the last couple hours, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, but like right before I don't know, like right before everything kind of happened, my train was like at a negative on its maintenance. I didn't even know how that was. I didn't know how to fix my train. I think that's what it was. Now I know how. Yeah. I need also to like figure out my hours and stuff like that. It's just I know before we started keeping track, I have streams of all my times and all that, but I don't care. I think I'm gonna start with a fresh record. I actually have a thing that I'm gonna be using kind of like on a spreadsheet thing to help me with that. So it's just I am so bad when it comes to like keeping track of like out of county stuff. I'm really bad about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. That's. Ooh, I get that struggle, man. Oh, do I get that struggle? And you stream a lot too, so I could just imagine even how even sometimes it could be even a little harder for you. Right. Well, it's just like when I originally did all the times for the scheduling and stuff like that. A lot of it was it's based to be able to have 2 inbounds, 2 outbounds of each track going at the same time. That's how it's designed, right? But yeah, this would be like I said, it's one of those things where yeah, and I'm still curious to see how it's all going to work out in the long run. But it would be nice. I'm still curious to see if that's even going to be like a possible thing, like being able to have two inner lines, two outer lines, and then having inner and outer lines A and B running off on the 15s. It should be for both, actually. The inner line should be the one closest to the station. The outer line should be going to the outer line. Because when you come in, the inner line stays off if you're facing Ansburg, right? If you're going looking up at Ansburg. Inner line will stay on the left-hand side. Outer line will stay on the right side. That will allow it. I think the only time that the inner line and the outer line will ever kind of run into each other is towards Valentine. And then it's just like a matter of, you know, just waiting, you know, for a stop or something like that. But even then, that's only if like someone's behind on the line or something. But Saint Denis should be the end point of the inner line and the outer line, technically. The starting point, anyways, should be those. Well, I guess it could be anywhere, but they technically, when the routes are made, they're made a station out of Saint Denis as the main station. Because the inner line will give you 30-minute intervals. So you could do two lines. You could do two loops of the inner line. And then the outer line, if you stop at the appropriate stations, you know, for the amounts, blah, 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 that will run you exactly an hour. So, yeah. Where the fuck am I going? Yo! Appreciate that.
Well, because I lost ToothPick. ToothPick is, yeah, he's somewhere. I mean Pepper. Pepper's somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know, like, you know. Yeah, I know. But you have to have a horse, you know, in there to pull one out. I don't have a horse. I own a train company, right? I got 1,000 horses. Well, my train's kind of broke at the moment, so I can't use that either, but, you know, it's just small detail kind of stuff, you know? We'll deal with that later. I don't have a horse anymore. My horse was given to be bred, and then, yeah, I don't know where it's at anymore. I think it's at a stable. It's a long story. I think it actually died in a stable, to be honest with you. I just haven't got around. Yeah. You know, this is how ToothPicks... You would be sad to know that I've actually been running since Ansburg. And yeah, and I was gonna try to go back to Ansburg, but I started running the wrong way. So yeah. Yeah, I think I've been running for about 2 hours now, actually. Yeah, I'm fine. You know, okay, kinda. Oh, here we go. I got Fizzy Pop. It's the little things in life, all right? See, much... Okay, almost better. Oh, look at that. I even got my goulash still. See, I'm doing good. I'm fine. Just... I'm about like on my third lap now. Exactly what my boy said. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've made like $400, so I could literally just go out and buy a horse. Nah. Why, that just makes too much sense. Oh, I was actually in Mount Hagen, so yeah, I think, you know. Oh, reminds me. Yeah, we'll get on over there real quick. Yeah, it's been a day. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a day. Hunting, you know. Yeah, we got that. We got that counting steps app here in the county. You know, after. Oh God, I'm almost out of arrows. I think I'm like, oof. Yeah, I think I've made all $300 off of 5 arrows. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, you fool, you sneaky bastard. Oh, I do. I try to anyways. But there are a lot of cases that like it's you know, the animal's unfortunately dealing with scaphitis, so you know, it takes my arrow with it to the shadow realm. There's nothing you can do about that. You know. You know, words. Oh, hey, I was talking about this. Nice. When I first started counting, I was like, oh, that'd be a cool place to make a camp. The opposite of best of us, don't worry. Yeah, what the fuck is that, right? Golly. Who uses those things? And I feel like all the good words are not being properly used anyways, right? Like, incognito. Like, I wish incognito meant something else. Like door. I wish doors was incognito, because it'd just be so much interesting. Like, close the incognito! Just to me, that just sounds better. You know, like ramekin. Like, ramekins a cool-ass name. It's a strong name, right? Ramekin. Yeah, all it is just a little pastry dish. You know, it doesn't fucking sound cool. That's not cool at all. I just feel like there's a lot of quality words in this world that are not being used properly. Or often enough. Oh! Okay. I don't know why, but you're like, there are a lot of people who get really upset when they see me running around. It's like, it's like it's triggering to some people. I understand your case, you know, because you know, horse trainer, horse breeder, you know, own a stable. I understand why you would be a little upset about that, but man, there's some people like, dude, why are you running? I'm like, I like to hunt this way, right? You know, this is how I hunt. You know, this is my walkabouts, you know. I got my dual citizenship in Australia, you know. I can do a walkabout. I'm on a jog. It's all about my gains. Boom. Just saying. See, like, I even got my workman boots on and everything. Like, yeah, dressed for the part. I know. Watch the cinematic. This is some real cowboy shit. This is some real cowboy shit here, right? Look at this. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just went on for like a 15-minute walk to end up back in Valentine, so yeah. I'm just gonna catch a wild horse. That's what I'm gonna go do. Is it really? Oh shit. That one? Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's it. And it sucks too, because I saw the guy too. He was really nice. He was actually really fun to talk to. That's unfortunate. Thought I heard somebody. That's crazy. That sucks. It's actually one of my favorite properties. I should like let me put it. I know this is gonna be a little weird. It's like that was one of my favorite properties until I played the story of Red Dead Redemption 2, and then I realized what that property was, connected to, and it just really I hate that fucking place now. It's like, you're the reason Arthur's dead, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just played it recently. Just played it. So, like, not even a month ago was the first time I played it. I didn't spoil anything. It doesn't. I mean, no, it doesn't. I'm gonna tell myself that anyways. It's literally the first mission you go on in the game, so I'm not ruining much. It's a fun game. Have you ever played that? WoW? I used to play that all the time. Yeah. 2-time glad. Huh. No fighting words, huh? I don't think you can handle that. Mm-hmm. I think I need to buy a safe box here. Oh, God, why is it so expensive? All right, gotta make $50. Hey, look at this beautiful horse just standing here. Yeah, don't go too far. Did they actually open up Smithfield yet? Hey, there's stuff in here. You want to fight? You want to catch these hands? They're ready to eat.
Howdy. Howdy.
All right, let's see if there's a horse over here. Oh, shit. What you eating? Yeah, I know. That's what I was looking for. There's sometimes a random horse. Yeah, that's the one I was actually looking for. Maybe I just walked by it. I don't see any. There's a horse right there. I think that's... Oh, shit. That's somebody's horse. Never mind. Never mind. Abort. Abort. Dagnabbit. I wonder... Oh, you can. Stealing eggs. Stealing eggs. Yes, yes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ah. No meta. No meta. No meta. I've been wanting to do this. Come on, please have enough. Oh, yes. I needed 2 eggs. Perfect. Yeah. Ain't nothing better than over easy stolen eggs. Did he even fucking kick my gut?
Goddamn shitty eggs. Well, howdy. Well, I hope you're doing well. Howdy, friend.
Howdy.
Oh, yeah. It's that guy.
Howdy, deputy.
Howdy.
Howdy, deputy.
Howdy, friend.
Oh, hello there.
Howdy. Howdy.
Good day. Yes, yes, yes. I'm on the top of the world looking.
I'm gonna swing down by the butcher real quick.
Is that a mooch
To
rider?
the butcher.
I think it's
God.
What do you know about the Ansburg gunsmith?
Me? Not much. I don't go over there, so. Yeah?
I want to look at the IDs. I want to look at the horse.
You gotta pay. Who? Oh, I thought you said a different name.
Okay. Yeah. He's
Oh, look at the rain.
I think that is a mooch rider.
I'm not going to say that.
Oh, pardon me. Pardon me.
I was going to say only the cool ones come back from the dead.
Oh, your horse is getting real close.
Yep, she does like
Likes
her
you.
owner, so.
Yep. Well, nice to see you, fella.
No, you too, friend. You be safe out there.
Likewise.
Oh, I already did all that. Yeah, I've I had a whole conversation with somebody the other day. It was, no, this was a while ago. It was like a week. But I had a whole conversation with somebody in ToothPick's voice on Tobias. Oh, God, it was so bad. I'm just sitting there on Tobias.
Like, yeah, well, yeah. I'm just sitting here just doing my own thing, you know, just being a toothpick, doing toothpick things.
And I was sitting there as Tobias. Just, it was just so bad. And I'm just glad that it was just like some random, like some new guy who had no clue who the fuck I was. Oh, God, it was horrible. Yeah. God. Yeah, because, you know, Tobias, he talks like this. And, yeah, howdy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a little practice. God, this thing is so fucking tacky. Yeah, it's all about
Yeah, pardon me.
It's not a bad thing. Have you ever tried to go like really deep with your voice? You know, because some people who do that and they just try something that's completely different from the characteristics can usually make some really unique voices. Like what's her name? I forget her name. Marisha Bell or something like that. I think it is. Golly. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, there's a lot of you know, I did voice acting professionally, so there's a lot of even things I do before stream to kind of help with that. You know, like little, you know, working out, like stretches, stuff like that. It does help. But there was I couldn't for a while. I had to stop playing Tobias because I was so much, you know, kind of using that voice that it was actually affecting my career. When I was doing voice acting, so I can understand. I can sympathize with that.
Oh, I'm just gonna move this horse out of the rain. I'm just gonna move this horse right out the rain. Don't you worry. I'm just taking the horse right out of the rain. Don't worry. Just helping it out. Yeah, just moving it on over here. Yeah, suckers.
Shit, wrong way.
Yeah, we're on the run now. Living like an outlaw.
I don't want to go towards Emerald Ranch. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go take the waterway. I'm not trying to get robbed by some scumbaggery. Exactly.
How you doing, man? You okay out here? No, you just looking out into the trees. I see. Oh, I'm doing.
It's a beautiful sight, you know.
Oh yeah. You just look really deep in your head, and I just didn't want to leave you out here like that.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just doing some hunting.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
My name's Ruby Red.
Oh, Ruby Red. That's sure a pretty name.
Oh, thank you. What's your name?
Well, my name is ToothPick.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's an abbreviation of my long name.
Oh, what's your long name?
No, it's Travis Oliver, Oscar Thomas, Henry Paul, Ian Charles King III. Or
Oh
Toothpick for
my
short.
God, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's. I was about to say that's
So
what she said.
where do you reside? Which town?
Well, my ID says Saint Denis, but I don't like Saint Denis much. Them doctors over there are just real not a trustworthy type.
Oh no. Well, I usually go to Valentine, but it's a bit muddy. Like there's a lot of mud.
Yeah, that's usually what muddy is. It's not the best place, but it makes your knees strong. That's what I was told.
Oh yeah, it also makes my dress dirty.
Yeah, we don't need that, right? Girl gotta look pretty, right?
Exactly. But yeah, just doing some hunting.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you ever, my name is Toothpick, and if you ever see my trains rolling around, you just come on and see me, and we'll get you a free train ride, all right?
Oh, thank you very much. You're a train driver?
Yeah, I own a train company, Anything Cargoes.
Oh, very nice. Well, maybe I'll see you around.
Yes, ma'am, and you be safe out here, all right?
You too.
I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. I felt like I was being seduced. I had to leave. Goddamn succubus! That was. Well, Toothpick, he has 9 kids. He don't need to be getting seduced by nobody. I can't feed you my apple. Nope, not my horse. The hell is that? No. Where the fuck am I going? God damn it. It's not the way I wanted to go. God damn it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go to Rig Station. Oh, I can't pull out my train because I don't think my train's broke. It's been a day, man. It's been a day. All right, right out the holster. Exactly. I don't even know where I'm going. Right? Fucking stream snipers would be so fucked right now. Oh yeah, we're taking that scenic route. Nice. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoy your nap. Thank you. And see you later on. And thank you again for the follow. I appreciate you. Uh-oh. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. We got it. Ran out of arrows. I didn't think this through.
See, this horse ran off. Tag nabbit. Yeah. Oh. I can't believe like this is going on 3 hours now that I've had 5 arrows. This is crazy. I am going to get to roads. Take a quick break. Not too serious. I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to sit here, but just want to do a couple things off stream. That's a pretty bird. Yo. Doing good, man. How about you? Just back on Toothpick, doing a little toothpicking.
You know, just kind of doing my thing.
Getting the train company back up and running. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of law on my other character, and now I'm working on my other character, Toothpick. Getting the train company back up and going. Making my way back to Ansburg. Yeah. Oh, bullshit. Okay. Okay. All right, you win. I want to kill you. Oh, no, I lost an arrow. Okay, there we go. Fucking shit. Your foot tracks. Shh. Oh, you thought you were funny. Motherfucker. That was horrible. So how's everything with you guys? How's the Evans doing in the world? Oh, those things smell so good. Still always impressed by this.
Well, you need to get that checked out, friend.
Nice. A little triage. I actually like this tent. That's actually a really good idea. I actually have 2 tents like this that would... Sorry. Easily sidetracked.
Well, there it is. I'm as drunk as this. That's the word in town. Evening.
Yeah, howdy.
Guess we'll go upstairs and do a little banjo playing in our chair.
Hello.
Never mind.
Good evening, sir.
Can I not sit down in any of these?
Hey, big boy.
All right, you win. God damn you, handsome filler. Nerdy. I'm just finishing up a couple things off screen, so just give me a couple minutes. I'll be right with you guys. Yo, appreciate you. Man, I just missed that. Hold on. Yo, I appreciate that. Yo, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Take a little break. I've kind of been running around like a dang fool for the last 45 minutes. It means a lot. Thank you. So how's your day going? Enjoying yourself? Are you in county by chance? Are you on the Gilded server? Oh, hell yeah, man. So look there. Well, I mean, glad you're at work, too. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm just finishing up a couple of emails before I jump right back into it, but it's been a long day. I'm just like, I was just checking on like how many streamers we have on the server. It's like, golly, everybody's, God, it's just so nice. It's just one thing that I really love about the server is just that how many people are just so, up like to like, promoting, like, that, or they'll just let any, John, Dick, and Harry to fucking get the streamer role. But yeah, it's nice to see so many streamers for the server. Alrighty, get back into it.
Well, you ready, ToothPick? Think it's about that time.
Yep, exactly. And it's good, and it's listed about like there's just so many people that are just so open to like promoting and getting the word out there about the server and wanting to stream for the server. It's just it's a beautiful thing, and it's just like it's so great because it's like a lot of these people that I knew from previous servers, they come over here and they're like, they're all saying the same thing. They're all saying basically everything that I'm saying. It's just like, and it's nice to kind of see that happen. Just like. Yeah, because it's one thing to like sit here and like I don't have any interest into the server. Like I'm not an admin. I don't make any money or anything like that from it. So I promote the thing because I promote the server because I want to promote the server. Because how I feel about it. And then it's just nice to have other people come in and kind of share the same opinion and views when it comes to the server. I think Keats was the big one because I remember like saying all these things about the server and then jumping on his server when he first came and then listening to what he was saying. It was like literally the same thing I was saying, and I know that he's never been on my stream. So it was like, it was nice, because then you're not crazy. You're not the only one, But I think last night the server got to like 150 people or something like that. It's fucking so good. Pardon me. Yeah. Yeah, for me, it was just like the core of the people, the foundation of this. Like when I was on this server, like when I was starting to get into it, there was only like 7 to 12 people on, you know, daily. What it felt like, you know. And it's just watching the growth of the server has just been absolutely freaking amazing. I just find myself having those fun conversations with people who've been on the server for a while. Well, I remember when the server was so brand new and you could do this and those the OG stories. And what's funny is that like I'm fairly new to the server, you know, still too. You know, there's a lot of people who've been on here a lot longer than me.
Oh, I remember the day that I was able to. Oh, I used to be able to do blacksmith and carpentry at the same time. Oh, I had to walk up to Annenberg's mine uphill both ways.
Exactly. Which is kind of funny too, because I think that's when the snow event happened in county, so it was snowing technically.
No, those were the days.
All right, let's see if I still got it in me. The old train conductor test. Nope. Never mind. Yeah. I get that. I don't, I know this is weird, but I don't really watch other people's streams. I know that's a little, as somebody who's streaming, you know, I mean, I always try to like raid when I have, you know, I can raid and whatnot. But I guess it just ruins my immersion in a sense. I don't know. But there are some people that I will watch, that like people that I know that I would never like bump into in a sense, you know? Why did that sound like wolves?
Oh God, I'm running out of goulash.
Alrighty. That's not something you see every day. Let's pick up somebody's arrow. Why does it look like that's a person down? Just to keep on going. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, don't ever shoot anybody while you're in Van Horn. Just saying. Can't shoot a rabbit, but I can obviously run one over. Poor horse. That's it? Who the fuck did? I'm gonna way the fuck out the way. Dang nabbit. Been a while. Be here somewhere. Is that what I think it is? Yeah. Nice. Okay. What do you want, boy? What? What? What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Are you a hungry hippo? Is that what this is? You're just a hungry hippo? Are you a hungry hippo? Okay. You a hungry hippo? Okay. Okay. Let me mind one more. One's happening. Oh, yes, I know. The weight. I know. He's just a fatty boy. goddamn. All right. Surprising. Alrighty. All right, y'all. I am going to take about an hour break. I just need to kind of tend to a few things, and I'm going to have to be on the phone, so I would hate to have to keep putting you guys on mute. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little quick break from streaming, and then kind of get back into it, probably right after the upcoming storm, or right before it, I mean. So yeah, so for those who've been hanging out with me, I do appreciate you. And for all those people who have been following and subbing, I do appreciate you also. And thank you for coming around and hanging out with me. It does mean a lot. So, anyways, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out people like Bertha, definitely take a chance to get over there and see her stream. She's an amazing people. But anyways, I will talk to you all later and wish you all well and the best. And I should see you all soon.